Hey guys, it's Katie K. Let's talk K-dramas. Today's video is the post-watch review for the Korean drama Law School. So if you have not seen the drama Law School and you think you might want to watch it, now is your time to just exit this video and come back once you've seen it. For those of you who have seen it, let's get into it. For those of you who haven't been here for my post-watch reviews before, I give each Korean drama that I watch a score out of 100. And so I have 10 categories, and each category can get up to 10 points. And then I'll just add them all together and give the score out of 100. So let's just go through each of those categories and see what they got. The first category is the plot. I love the plot. They kept you guessing the whole time. I have 3 notes for the plot. The first is I loved the plot. The second one is about them keeping us guessing the whole time. And the third one is love the plot. So numbers 1 and 3 are I love the plot. And I feel like that's accurate and does a good job of showing how I feel about the plot, because it's just really, really good. It's well done. It's compelling. I was interested the whole time. All around, just really great. 10 out of 10. Okay, let's just go to the next category. The ending. Was I satisfied with the ending? So I had to take a point off for the fact that they didn't tell me what happens between Junhui and Seoul A or Seoul B. The fact that they didn't ever resolve that possible love triangle that was going on. I never got closure there, and I wanted it. Everything else was great. Justice was served. It was awesome. But that one thing, it did bug me, because they spent enough time on it that I feel like they should have given a resolution, and they just kind of gave a little I was like, I don't know, tell me. If you know what happened, did they end up dating? Did they not? Did he like anybody there? Did he like both of them at different times? Anyway, yeah. Frustrating. So 9 out of 10. It would have been 10 out of 10 if they let me know what happened and I liked it. But oh well. Next category is character development. So Kang Sol-ae was so fun to watch. She was really relatable, and I feel like her character was just fun. A fun character to watch in this story. And she really brought it to a more believable, realistic level, I felt like, because this drama was in danger of being one of those dramas or TV shows, it doesn't have to be Korean, just in danger of being one of those shows where everybody is a super hot, super smart, super rich, genius, inhumanly perfect person who's calculating, and everyone's outwitting each other. I don't know, but I felt like having her there humanized all the other characters as well. They interacted with her as people, not just hot, smart robots. I don't know. I just feel like a lot of shows try to, make all of their characters everything, and it doesn't work like that. And she was there the total package, and she's like, I'm poor, I'm not that smart. I mean, she's in law school, and she's passing mostly. So like, I'm impressed. It's just compared to her peers. But whatever. I feel like just having her there, having them interact with her, really helped it to be a more believable and not obnoxious drama. So I appreciated that. But she started out one way and she grew a lot. And I really, really appreciated that. I feel like she grew in her motivation because she realized what she was fighting for is really like concrete. There's real life examples and she can make a difference. And I think she also realized her worth and realized how to play to her strengths. And that was awesome. I liked that. I feel like all of the students gained a deeper and more complex understanding of the system that they would be working in, and it was again awesome. So I'm giving character development a 9 out of 10. The next category is music, and let me just say the theme song was a bop. And by bop, I mean it was perfect for this Korean drama. Not like I'm gonna listen to it outside of this Korean drama. It's not that kind of bop. So the main theme song was perfect. It would start playing and I'd be like, I literally am being pulled under. This is driving me crazy. Like, you got it right. I have to click and watch the next episode because you just left me on a cliffhanger. And I have to know what's going on. So, like, I felt like it was accurate. And then there was another song. Okay, so the song is called Justicia, I think. It's that one with like, I don't know. It is also a bop. It complemented the suspense of the music well. So for the music, I gave an 8 out of 10. It's because of that one song called We Are, aptly named because like they say we are like a billion times in that song. I didn't hate it the first 2 times I heard it, but after that I did, and I heard it like a billion times. So they just really played it too often. Like, something would happen, it would start playing. Something would happen, it would start playing. Something would happen, it would start playing. Like, it was too much. So 8 out of 10 because that song drove me crazy. Not in the fun way. Next category is chemistry. So this is supposed to be for the main couple of a Korean drama, the chemistry category, which I would consider it to be Junhui and Kang-Sol A. Because Solbi, no. I don't like her. In the end, I liked her more, but I still didn't like her. Especially not for him. I feel like they would just bring out the worst in each other. So, for those two, as if we're saying they're the main couple, they had great chemistry as friends, and I thought they were going to do that thing where it's like friend chemistry, which then seamlessly translates into like romantic chemistry, but they never like made it romantic. It was just friends the whole time. Basically nobody had romantic chemistry with anyone, but the friend chemistry was immaculate. They had really good friend chemistry, roommate chemistry, classmate, study group friend, teacher and student rapport chemistry. Like, none of it romantic, but good chemistry. But because this is a category really for romantic chemistry, I had to give it a lower score. So it has a 5 out of 10. Sub-couple story. So this is for the, like, not the lead romantic couple, but the sub-romantic couple. And honestly, it was pretty much non-existent. I would consider the sub-couple to be Yesul and the guy with curly hair whose name escapes me. this guy. But that didn't really happen. He just had a crush on her, and she was dating the worst man in the world, or second worst man in the world. So obviously I'm not going to count her and her boyfriend. He sucked. Also, he looks like the mascot for a fast food restaurant, whose name I don't know how to pronounce. Let's see if I can find it and put it here. When he like smiles and the way his hair like does a thing, I don't know. After I saw this drama, I drove past that like fast food place and I was like, LOL, it's that guy. I'm sure if he wasn't being the worst, he wouldn't look that much like that. Like if he didn't have such an evil glint to his smile. Anyway, so I'm not counting that as a relationship at all. And I don't really count her and that guy either, because that didn't really happen. And he was kind of a like, I'm a nice guy kind of guy, to a little bit of a degree. And so I was not even crazy about that. Anyway, so I'm giving Subcouple Story 2 out of 10 because it just didn't really happen. Acting, 10 out of 10. I have no complaints. I was impressed. None of the acting took me out of the story at all. It just drew me in deeper and deeper. And I really enjoyed it. Especially Kang Sol-ae. And Professor Young. He had a really good like gravitas. So 10 out of 10. Wonderful job, everybody. Costumes. So I feel like they could have been a little bit more flashy with the costumes. Just because like several of the students, actually most of them, were rich. Kang So-bi or Ye-sol could have been a little bit more flashy. And the guys too, honestly, like they could have gone a little harder. They didn't, and I understand. It's fine. But I did miss seeing the old razzle dazzle. So I took off a single point. Costumes are 9 out of 10 because I can't remember a single outfit from that drama, which is fine, and it wasn't about the costumes at all, and so it was all right. But like I wish just a little more pizzazz. Details. So this show is a details game. The fact that they like keep going back and re-showing the same scene from different characters' perspectives as they add more information, and they're like intertwining all of these people with their different motives and narratives and like motivations. They did a really good job of it. I didn't find any like holes. And when you think you find a plot hole, then they like go sew it up at the end, and it's like, oh, that was on purpose. And they did not forget about it. I mean, maybe there are. If you found any, then drop a comment, but I didn't. I'm not the kind of person who looks for plot holes, but sometimes I catch them, and I didn't catch any here, even though I watched it twice. So for details, I gave it 10 out of 10 because you have to get it right for this to be successful if you're going to be playing it like this. And they played it like this, and they did it well. So 10 out of 10. And last category is not too corny. I feel like the fact that she has a twin sister that's just her wearing a terrible wig, sometimes literally just her wearing a terrible wig, who's smarter than her and lives in America for no reason, and has an English name. It's a little weird, and it's like she's the smart and successful sister, and she has dreadful hair. It was a little corny for me. I know that's kind of one of the like tropes of this thing. I was glad that they didn't do more of the cheesy tropes, but they could have done without that one. Like, I did kind of like the suspense of like the fact that she had a twin sister and they didn't show her for so long, but I wish they would have put a little more effort into like differentiating them without it being that wig. And I don't know, the way they did it, it's fine. Just a like small thing. And then I would have taken more points off for it being corny, except that it was the old guy from the copy room who said a lot of and did a lot of the like corny things, and I feel like that's just how old men are, and we love them for it. Just like making some cheesy jokes or doing some like over the top thing to make a point. It just felt like, yeah, I could see some people that I've encountered in my life doing that. So I didn't take points off because that could be accurate. And then the last thing that was corny was just at the very, very end when they like call her up and she like goes to the law school, and it's like her and the professor and I think Junhee and I don't know who else, maybe just them. And they're like walking and they're like wearing their like businessy attire, like power walking catwalk. There's wind inside the building somehow. I don't know. That was a little corny, but also that was like basically like the show was pretty much already over, and then they were just doing like a clip for a montage for the like end credits. So I won't really fault them on that. So for not too corny, I just did 8 out of 10 because of those few things all combined, but yeah. So the final score for this K-drama is 80 out of 100. I think some of my ratings were a little bit skewed against a drama that's not romantic, in case you didn't notice. But I'm not going to change my whole rating system for the few K-dramas that I watch that are not romance-based. And I still feel like this wasn't a perfect K-drama. You know, it left me wanting in a few areas, and so I'm happy with this score. Anyway, I think that that's all I have for you today. If you have any points to dispute, questions, comments, snide remarks, go ahead and leave a comment. If you enjoyed this video, then give us a like and hit subscribe if this is the kind of content that you want to be seeing. I post videos every Friday, so check back next Friday and we'll talk K-dramas.